Module 2, Diplomacy, Evolution of IA, and Contemporary Global Cooperation. 1. Historical evolution of international relations and diplomacy as academic studies. While the practice of international relations and diplomacy is ancient, the academic study of IA is relatively new. After the First World War, scholars sought to understand the causes of conflict and how to prevent it, leading to the establishment of IA as a discipline in the 1920s. The Second World War and the Cold War further shaped IA studies, as scholars debated between realist and liberal perspectives. Today, IA encompasses a wide range of approaches, including critical theories, feminism, postcolonialism, and environmental studies. Diplomacy, once seen as a closed profession of elites, is now studied systematically as an essential tool of international engagement. 2. The question of war and peace. The tension between war and peace lies at the heart of international relations. In the Cold War, nuclear deterrence prevented direct war between superpowers, yet conflicts were fought indirectly through proxies. In the post-Cold War era, new challenges emerged: ethnic conflicts, terrorism, and civil wars. Diplomacy, peacekeeping, and international law all aim to reduce the likelihood of conflict. However, achieving lasting peace requires addressing the root causes of insecurity, poverty, inequality, and injustice. 3. Earliest approaches to the study of international relations. The earliest approaches to IA were dominated by idealism, which emphasized moral values, international law, and the potential for cooperation. After the First World War, idealists promoted the League of Nations as a tool for peace. However, the outbreak of the Second World War gave rise to realism, which stressed the role of power and the inevitability of conflict. These two traditions, the idealism and realism, remain influential in shaping how scholars and practitioners view world politics. 4. Regional and sub-regional organizations. Beyond states, regional and sub-regional organizations play a vital role in promoting cooperation and managing conflicts. Examples include African Union, AU promoting peace, unity, and development in Africa. European Union, EU a unique experiment in political and economic integration. ECOWAS in West Africa and ASEAN in Southeast Asia, focusing on security, trade, and cultural cooperation. These organizations highlight how collective action can address problems that individual states cannot solve alone. 5. International economic cooperation. Globalization has made international economic cooperation essential. Institutions such as the World Trade Organization, WTO, International Monetary Fund, IMF, and World Bank provide frameworks for trade, investment, and development. However, economic cooperation also generates tensions over inequality, debt, and dependency. Developing countries often call for fairer systems that address historical disadvantages. Despite these challenges, economic interdependence can serve as a force for peace, as states with strong trade ties are less likely to engage in conflict. 6. The role of diplomacy in the contemporary system. Diplomacy today is more dynamic than ever. It involves not just states but also international organizations, non-state actors, and even individuals. Modern diplomacy includes public diplomacy, where states engage with foreign populations directly. Digital diplomacy, using technology and social media. Multilateral diplomacy, through forums such as the United Nations. Diplomacy remains the key instrument for managing relations, preventing conflicts, and promoting cooperation in an increasingly interconnected world. Conclusion of Module 2. In this second module, we explored the evolution of IA and diplomacy as academic disciplines, the enduring question of war and peace, and the earliest theoretical approaches. We also examined the importance of regional organizations, international economic cooperation, and modern diplomacy. Together, these insights highlight the complexity of international relations and the continuing importance of diplomacy in maintaining global order. Final closing. This concludes our course on international relations and diplomacy. We began by tracing the historical roots of international interactions and understanding the meaning, scope, concepts, and theories of IR. We examine the causes of war, the importance of national security, and the diverse actors shaping global politics. We then turn to the evolution of IR as a discipline, the role of organizations, the question of peace, and the enduring value of diplomacy. By mastering these foundations, students will be equipped to critically analyze global events, understand the behavior of international actors, and appreciate the central role of diplomacy in shaping the world.